so hard to point your camera in the right direction because we are so grounded. This is one of the coolest experiences.
Take this trip. Come to this island.
Welcome to the Channel Islands. This is our 30th National Park. Here's how we got here.
Got all of our information. Here's our boarding pass and our return tickets.
We're taking the Island Packers Ferry. It's $29.50 each way, so $59 round trip to get to the islands and back. The ferry dock is located right next to the visitor center, which makes it real convenient.
Alright, boat. Thank you.
Will swim alongside the mother for about a year. After that, they'll swim alongside all the other dolphins, and so eventually all the dolphin in the pond end up being dolphin. Everything there is to know about how to be a dolphin.
I like that description.
There are currently 3 blue whales around our boat somewhere. We are waiting to see if we can see them. First, we had elephant seals yesterday. That was the coolest thing. That is one of the best, if not the best, wildlife experience I've ever had. Hands down.
We took the ferry from Ventura to Prisoners Harbor. It's a little after 11 o'clock right now. The boat leaves at 3:30. Gives us about 4 hours or so. That boat ride was worth every penny just for the boat ride. If we never even hit the islands, just seeing the whales and the dolphins and everything else out there, that was a lot of fun. That was really cool. So we're at Prisoners Harbor, and it really limits us on the trails that we can take. We've got what we can in front of us. We've got about 3 hours. So really what we're gonna do is go out about an hour and a half and then come back the other way. We're gonna take the Del Norte Trail and the Old Navy Road. We've hit our trailhead.
I'm shocked we found it. It felt like we were going nowhere.
Yeah, I felt like we were on the road to nowhere.
Okay, well, that's really good. Okay.
It's about as excited as Amber gets after walking uphill for a mile.
It was supposed to be a high of 65 degrees today, hence why we're wearing pants. I'd say bring layers. Change when and if you can, because we're both very warm.
Is my back sweaty?
No, not really.
I may have dropped the map. It's okay. We're on a closed loop. I don't think we can get lost, but I did drop some paper in a place where I shouldn't drop paper.
Wow.
This would be a creek.
This gets so steep.
Oh. Okay, we're like 2.5 miles in. This is like a 5.5 mile loop. I don't really know because I don't have the map. We're supposed to come up to the road again at some point. Well, I think we just got really lucky. Since we don't have our map, we found some fellow hikers that were on the same ferry as us. They had a map, same map that we had. And we asked if it was a loop. And they said, yeah, after about 15 miles. I'm like, what? I thought it looped around. No, it looped around at the campground that we passed maybe a half mile ago. I would like to take the campground loop, but that goes inland. And it's probably gonna be a lot hotter, and it's gonna look pretty much the same as what we've been hiking this whole time. So we are just going to do an out and back and go back the same way we came. We're about 3.5 miles out, so 7 miles total for the day. It's 1:15. We've been hiking for about an hour and a half or so, hour 15. So we'll make it back in time, but I think we gotta go.
We just would have kept going. And at some point we would have just kind of stopped and been like, you know, this should have turned back at some point. Nope. Yeah, we could have been in a pretty serious situation there.
Yeah. We are sweaty, hot, and hungry. But most national parks, you need to explore it on your own 2 feet. This is still the best way to really dive in to these environments and fully explore. You can see a lot from a car and a lot of national parks actually. Some of them there's just a parking lot unless you get out and explore. So although we are hot and hungry and getting tired, I don't think we'd have it any other way. Normally at this point in the hike, on our way back, we're thinking, oh, what are we gonna eat? What is gonna satisfy us? On the ferry, they sell beer. So we've been talking about an ice cold beer since 9 a.m. this morning, actually. That's definitely happening.
I wanted to dip my toes in the water and I meant it. Let's go. These rocks are so hard to walk on. Look who decided to join me. In case this wasn't yet mentioned, there are 5 islands to the Channel Islands. We've only seen one, Santa Cruz. This is one of the top ones that was suggested to see if you only have one day to visit. But by all means, do your own research and figure out which one sounds most interesting. I think we're both pretty happy with the island that we chose, but that doesn't mean you wouldn't like another one maybe a little more. This time out here went by so fast. As sad as it is to return, I'm really looking forward to this ferry ride because the ride here was so cool that I'm just hoping we get this lucky again.
Saw dolphins. Maybe we'll see another whale close up. But for now, we're gonna enjoy our beer and Funyuns until we make it back to shore. We got about an hour ride, and then it's on to Joshua Tree National Park.
Yep, there it is, there it is. Come on, flip that tail, flip it, flip it, flip it. I'll be honest, it's going to be very clear. The ferry was the highlight of the day. Yes, the park is cool, the island's nice. I would like to see the rest of them to really compare. But the wildlife in that ferry ride, not expected, and I can't even put it into words. It was that good. Nathan had far too much fun kicking off all of the salt flats salt out of our van. Look at this. We've already mentioned this once or twice, but we really need a car wash. One last thing, picture of the sign. I don't really see how this day can get any better, but we still have 3 hours to drive to Joshua Tree, so let's see what happens.